goddamn record that is that's up tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.
I just tell Phil the same thing at the tell the old clients. Dog eats your notes. What are you gonna do? Hey, neighbor, you know it's the Jimster, and we got a special edit today. Now, normally, as you've probably noticed, I insist that Phil does not do any of that, like, time editing. I said, you can put whatever stupid graphics you want on me. You can make fun of me, captions if you like. I don't give a shit. But don't chop my pauses. Like, let me hem and haw like a thoughtful person does. Because you know what? That's the kind of programming that I feel like there should be more of on the internet. I'm just not down with that kinetic chop ass shit. So, like, you're not listening to a human being speak in real time, you know? Why the fuck not, right? So, yeah. But this one, I took a few minutes at a time here and just spat out my thoughts on a bunch of different stuff, because it's been a minute since I did this. I went through the black metal promotion channel and listened to everything that came out that seemed of any consequence that I hadn't caught up with and spoken about, and it's going to be one or two as accordingly, but Phil's going to stitch it all together, and yeah, we hope you enjoy it. We're going to try out a random thing here. Phil said I should say this and see if this works. If you enjoy what you're watching, please do hit the like button and pretend I didn't say that, because now I've got to go wash my mouth out with soap for that fucking pandering, but whatever. Enjoy me talking about a bunch of different black metal albums. Alright, so this one is Night from Le Quebecois, and it's black metal of a sort. I don't know if there's a specific thing they call it. It's just kind of the generic black metal style, but dude's pretty good with the riffs. I gather it's a one-man band. He's been cranking out albums for, like, pretty consistently for about 5 or 6 years now. And this is the first I heard of it. So, aesthetic on this album here, this is called, what is this called? Whitewashed Tombs. Comes out December 29th. And I would rate aesthetic on this maybe a 3 of 10. I do like the cover. It's a nice whitewash kind of thing, but night. And the song titles, and it's just pretty generic shit all around. The music, I'd maybe go up 4 or 10. Dude knows how to work riffs. Apparently it's a one-man band, but you know how I feel about that. If you don't, but he knows how to work riffs. The big detractor with music here is, what's the copy-paste formula for reviewing a black metal band? The vocals are fucking weak. Like, get a better singer, bro. And in lieu of that, just sing less over this shit. It detracts from the music a lot, especially when the music's actually relatively strong, such as in this case. So, Night, same thing to you, I say to Nile. Pretty good riffs, but cut some of them vocals out of it. And yeah, that is Night, Whitewashed Tombs. So, what did I say? 4 out of 10 for enjoyment, but 3 out of 10 for aesthetic. And this guy is a one-man band that's been cranking out albums pretty consistently for about 6 years now, and I never heard of him. So, Impact, we're probably going to have to go 0 out of 10 here. So, it's a strong 2, but yeah, that is Whitewashed Tombs by Night. So, this is this band called Fuath, and I don't know if I pronounced that correctly at all or not. It's a Scottish band, and funny thing about that, you know, the old stereotype about Scots, and I'm feeling a little generous with this one. I don't know why. It's described as atmospheric black metal with red flag, and it was a correct flag. It is definitely in that atmospheric black metal vein. This opening riff here, they really ride on it for a minute, and I really dig that. Pro tip for black metal bands: whatever your first riff is, you should just ride it like you mean it for twice as long as anyone would normally ride that riff. Now this one, I'm feeling a little generous here. What can I say? It's pretty well recorded. It's not poorly written, but it's atmospheric black metal. I found it short to get through. It's almost 45 fucking minutes long, and that's how I felt about that. The artwork on this is achingly stupid. It's like a giant face in a mountain. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on with that. I'm feeling generous. 1 out of 10 for creativity. And what did I say about the environment here? 3, maybe? So, yeah. I'm not feeling that generous. This is probably a 0 impact record here. I didn't even look it up in the archives to see anything about this band. I just looked at it and I was like, we'll see. We didn't see a whole lot though. So, that puts it at a, 1.3, 1.6. My, 2 divided by, anyway, so, Fuath, I don't know. I'm feeling generous. Look, if you like atmospheric black metal, then it's probably something that actually someone will really be into. But I ain't having it, bro. That's how I feel about it. So, yeah, that's that one. We'll check you out. This is Vergram, an unsigned, never heard of band from Germany, atmospheric black metal. I wish people would stop saying that, but at the same time, it's handy because it's jangly. It's melodic-ish, maybe more jangly than melodic. Vocals aren't the worst thing in the world, but kind of stereotypically German black metal guy, and they all sound like and this would have impressed the fuck out of me in like 2003 or 2005 maybe even, but we're way past this, guys. I'm sorry. So let me get my notes here. Vergram from Deutschland. There's a crack in my phone screen. I'm not entirely certain what order I'm looking at here. And look, it's charming in its way. I'll give it a 4 for enjoyment, and I'm just looking at the Oliver-ish album cover and the German song titles here, and I'm like, I'll give you a 4 for aesthetic. It ties to what we're doing here, I suppose. So that gives you an 8, right? Unsigned band from Germany that looks like over and sounds like, I don't know the names of the bands, this shit sounds like, I just know there's a lot of them. Help me with my math here, Phil. What is that? 8 divided by... That's a strong 2. Was it a weak 2? Phil's gonna check me on my math there, and yeah. So the Vergram, nice try, but from the guy that said Grand Declaration of War was 20 years too soon when it dropped. You're like 25 years too late at the 25 years mark after you should have been there. Vergram, sorry. Nice try. Good run. Oh, missed out on this one for most of the fortnight, but good lord. So, this band is called Noirsuare. I'm not entirely certain how to go on that one, bro. But, this is a band from France dropping what appears to be a debut full-length on Osmos after a run of EPs, and French band. I got to say, so music on this is a holy shit 7, option go up to 8, like fucking punked up ass ENT style guitars just sawing out some proper ass black metal. Now, aesthetic on this is shit I will definitely check back on for a second listen at the very least. Aesthetic on this, I'm going with a solid 10. The cover I fucking dig, but it really hits me in a particular way. The something about just the song title. So my best friend is, she's not from France, but her parents are French, and I think they came like right before she was born. Like she's almost French, and something in the way there's just this weird, curious way that she speaks English that I read these song titles in her voice, uncanny, especially Trance of Bedless Bone. I was just like, God damn, dude, why did Julie say that in my fucking ear? So something about that one, I'm giving him an ups for that one. Impact on this is probably a solid 0. Even being on Osmos, I don't see this going anywhere unless someone else picks up on this shit. But what is that? 8 and 10. That's it. 7 and 10. I mean, I'd say a weak 6 coming into a solid 6 out of 10. And again, option to go up on that if someone else picks up on this, but I don't really see that. This came out right in the shadow of the new mutilation, and has anyone else said anything about this to you yet? So yeah, Noirsuare. Julie's gonna punch me in the fucking arm for this one, but it's Noirsuare, and it means black cerecloth, which I'm a pretty good source to ask, like, what a word means, right? I have no fucking clue what a cerecloth is, so you can Google that one, I suppose. Yeah, Noirsuare. Alright, I'm in the neighborhood with this, so I'm just going to drop it in really quick. There's this teaser track from this band's upcoming album, and the band is called Non Est Deus, and the song is called Show Mercy, and with that in mind, I have to say, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but I'm definitely, if I see that album coming out, I'm not even going to say anything about it. I didn't like it. This was the teaser track, and I said about some other band today, like, I don't remember the names of the bands that this sounds like. That's just how little I care about this shit. 000. Sorry, bro. Am I going to seriously get demonetized if I throw the old HH out there at him? Because I'm just saying, like, alright, I'll bite my tongue. We already did it anyways, right? Non Est Deus. Meh. Alright, so this one's some sinister devilry here. Check this out. This is this project called Nodtveidt, and it is a Bulgarian dude, and I mean, there's my shtick about, like, Slavic guys biting off the Norwegian thing, but this is just a specific kind of thing, and everything about it seems geared to piss me off, because it's a one-man band, and it's like open dissection worship, to the extent where the guys named the project Nodtveidt, which, I mean, first thing I thought, I was like, that's a curious way to name your band, but then when I found out it is a dissection worship project, it falls into place, and this could be a function of just how fucking old and out of the loop, or just how mellow I am in my old age, but it doesn't piss me off, because I really do. I fucking love dissection. I feel like the guy is just absolutely correct on this. He's got 5 different singers on 5 different tracks. I find that an interesting aesthetic choice. The cover is passing. The whole, like, the vibe all around it is pretty good for something with the generic ass logo on a generic ass name. But the whole cover band thing, like, I would say it doesn't feel fresh and new, but I legit can't think of an example of someone taking it this far, and I can't think of a better figure singularly than Nodtveidt to do it for off the top of my head. So maybe dude from Black Witchery, but I mean, Lord knows we've got enough bulldozer sounding bands as it is. So anyways, Nodtveidt out of Bulgaria, not to be confused with Nodtveidt out of the Mortal Coil altogether for some years now. And I'm gonna say I'm gonna come back to this. Like, I'm gonna give this another listen at some point on, probably. And but I think off the top of my head I could say for enjoyment, I'll give this a solid 5. And for aesthetic, I'm ambiguous. So yeah, we're gonna go 5 out of 5. But I could probably give this guy a 2 for the impact, just because I'm sure it's gonna tickle at least some niche fancy. So what does that put him at? A 12? That's a 4 out of 10. Not too bad. Nodtveidt. I'm going to throw in an update for the sake of my own integrity. There's absolutely no way I'm actually coming back to that Nodtveidt release ever again. It's going to just fall right out of my consciousness like every other thing that happens in the course of a day that I barely pay that much attention to. But you should come back to it. It was pretty good. Or, I mean, it was pretty interesting, at least, if you're into dissection. So yeah, Nodtveidt, Bulgaria. Yeah. Alright, this one is Midnight Silence out of Ukraine, and they, accordingly, very possibly feature members from Brusquely, and it's billed as atmospheric black metal, I believe. It's very well recorded. Drums are powerful as fucking opening, and for those that like Brusquely and can't get enough of it in their lives, I would say I'd probably give it a high recommend for myself. Maybe a 3 for the music, and I got to go down to a 2 or 1 for the aesthetic. It's called Overgrown Paths. The band is named Midnight Silence. The titles are all about, like, wandering around in autumn and some shit. Yeah, Overgrown Paths, where, I'm gonna do this in real time here. Yeah. Empty Bowels of Autumn. I knew there's like so many fucking autumn references in this shit here. But, I think it's fair. For, again, for those that really like the group and can't get enough in their lives, I'll probably give you a good direction towards this one. And for me, I'd say, 3 and 1, and impact on this probably going to be a 0. But you can do the math on that one. Midnight Silence, Overgrown Path. Alright, so check this one out. This one is this band called Beholder from Quebec. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the second Quebecois band covered in this round today. This is the last thing in this round for me, the farthest back thing that I had not yet caught up with. But I have a couple of impressions straight off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and stay for aesthetic. I'm keeping the album cover here. For the aesthetic on this one, I'm going to go ahead and straight out give it at least a good 6 to 7. It's not generally in my style, but there's something catchy about it, and I'm kind of digging on it. As to the impact on this one, we'll come back to that one. But as to the music on that one also, we're going to have to come back to this one because I have 2 immediate impressions off of this one. So, number 1, I've said a lot about black metal albums. The vocals are a little too weak to be used so extensively, but at the same time, I'm really digging what I hear so far. This is, I'm not fucking around with the French too much here. It's titled in Quebecois, and it very obviously is Prisoners of the Abyss, but in Quebecois. Something like Abyss, I don't even know what that fucking word is. There's an M in it. And, I'm going to bookmark this one and cover this at some greater length because I really like what I'm hearing with this one. Beholder from Quebec. If you want to keep them on the archives, they are the top Beholder, and there's a lot of fucking bands with that name. I don't really know why, but it's not an especially great name. But you know what, the French are with their English. I give them bonus points because I feel a kinship for Quebec. Just anyone that hates Canada is a blood brother to me. So yeah, we're going to go back to this one. Beholder, Quebec. Alright, so that was it. It was going to be 2, I guess, and yeah, that's round 1. So if you stayed all the way with us to the end, Phil and I do thank you for watching. Feel free to, as I said in the beginning, hit that like button if you enjoyed what you saw, or if you did not enjoy what you saw, hit that dislike button, and we'll see if we can tally those up. And we'll be back tonight or tomorrow or sometime shortly anon with the rest of the roundup from this last month. Dempsey dippin'.